Hi guys, Health Lights. It's Thursday. The weather's on the turn. We've had really nice blazing hot weather for the past 2 weeks, but now it's on the turn. It's supposed to be well, it is cooler. The wind's picking up and it's been raining. Just giving the woodward cocks and the young birds their evening feed. But I thought I'd just do a little video on a little project that I'm kicking off with. So when we moved in here 2 years ago, there was a dovecote down at the bottom of the garden, and it'd been stood there for about 50 years. It was rotten and yeah, it was just old and rotten and woodworm and all in it. So I decided that obviously with all this spare time, I'd make another one. So I wish I did a video on what it looked like before, because you'd see what it looked like and what state it was in. So I've been busy. Obviously you can see the offcuts of wood there, making a new one. Obviously you guys know that my dad's the builder and the chippy. He's built all our lofts. He's built countless houses from scratch, and lofts and that. He's a dab hand at the building trade. He's brilliant at what he does, but I'm the roofer, so I thought I'd give woodwork a crack for the first time. And here's the framework of what I've achieved so far. So this is the dovecote that I've made. The original one was stood on a telegraph pole, which was about 8 foot, and it'll be going back onto the original telegraph pole. Just tarted the brackets up a bit, and the framework's basically made out of 2x1 roofing batten. Got plenty of it kicking around, obviously being in the trade, and I made it 1 meter high, and it's got two 2-foot sections in. So you could fit 4 pigeons in there if you wanted to. 4 fancy pigeons, or you can put racing pigeons in there if you wanted to, but we got plenty of them. So I just thought it would be nice just to have them at the bottom of the garden, pecking and flapping around, what have you. So it's the frame is made out of 2x1 roofing batten. It's all tannalized, all treated, so it's not going to rot. I've made the floor that's inside, because if you leave plywood outside in the elements, it will warp. It will split as well, so it's indoors until I've got the rest of the materials to finish it. So it's 2 foot square each section, and it's 1 meter high, so you've got enough room in there to fit 4 pigeons. I've put these bits of old pallet wood here just to keep it plumb, because it's plumb and it's level. It's actually an alright job for someone who's not done any timber work before. The roof on the original one was an apex roof. This is a pent roof. I would have done a pent roof, an apex roof myself, but and put some nice Delabole old Cornish slate on it and a couple of ridge tiles, but it's more materials. I already had what I have here for the framework. This galvanized corrugated sheet was off a pigeon loft that we had back in 2011. So I just cut a 28-inch square piece off a 8x4 sheet with a metal cutting disc, and that's pretty much the frame, guys. The door, that's the door. So we've got 2 identical sections, but they're alternate. So on the smaller sections will be the polycarbonate sheeting or clear perspex for daylight for the pigeons, and the bigger sections will be for cladding and the trap. So we'll basically like a horseshoe pattern for a trap, and they just collapse into a landing board and the pigeons can go out from there. But that's 2 identical alternate sections. That's basically the door. So the cladding was going to be arriving next Thursday, and then I'll get the cladding done. I'll paint it, and job done. These timbers here are for the floor to rest on, the 9mm ply. I just got glue and activator and glued these bits on to the main frame and leveled out the timbers, so you've got a nice level flooring, and just slide out the tray just to clean it out. But I've not done bad, considering I'm not a chippy. I just thought I'd give timber work a crack, seeing as I've got plenty of time on my hands. I took my time with it and done it right. It's all correct, so happy with that. I can't wait to see it finished, because it will look nice. So the pigeons I was going to put in it, well, there's lots of options. Obviously, you can put that would be an ideal little individual breeding section pen for your racing pigeons. But obviously, like I said, we've got enough pens and we've got enough stock birds, so don't really need them in there. So it's gonna be for fancy pigeons. You could put German owls in it. You could put your archangels, like Ham's Flight Kit Box has got their lovely birds. Muff tumblers. You can get loads of stuff. Well, you get loads of different strains of fancy pigeons. But I'll probably go with the fantails because the fantails are more stationary. They don't fly very far. We've got a fantail cockbird that we use for trapping, and we'll literally just let him go from here. He'll fly on the roof and he'll go back in. That's what we want, because obviously you don't want any flighty birds. There's plenty of hawks around here to take them off the roof. So a couple of fantails will be ample, I think. We'll get those birds sorted out when that's finished. Basically, I've got two options. I could either get a hen fantail to go with the cockbird so we can breed our own babies here, or I could send 2 rings off to somebody who could help us out. I've got a few connections who could sort us out with a couple of young birds. Undecided yet, but that's the plan anyway, guys. So that's just a little project that I've been getting on with through the coronavirus. Basically, I would have done this anyway, but I've got plenty of time on my hands, so I thought, why the hell not just make it now. So next week I'll get the clad in. I'll mount it, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, because obviously I'll have to carry that on my shoulder up the post, up on the post via a ladder. I'm used to carrying things on my shoulder, obviously being a roofer, but it might be a bit of a struggle, but I'll get there. The roof is going to be bolted down with corrugated stitches, so obviously it's just there at the moment. So all 4 corners and 1 in the middle, and the actual frame itself is going to be bolted down onto the brackets that are already there on the telegraph pole. So there we go, guys. It's nearly there. It just needs the floor putting on and the cladding, and we'll sort a few birds out to go in there. So what I'll do is, once it's all on, once it's painted and mounted up onto the telegraph pole, I'll do a little update on it then, see what you think, and keep you updated. So I hope everyone's keeping well and safe. That's the main thing. We've got 3 more weeks of lockdown, and we're just keeping the birds happy. The cocks are getting the hens on the weekends. They're going out twice a day. The young birds are going out after the cocks' evening flight. It's just maintaining the pigeons really during these times. There's obviously so much you can do with your pigeons. You can clean them out, let them out, whatever, but you need something to do in between. So that's what I've done, guys, is the new Dovecote. So I'll keep you posted, and hope everyone's keeping well. Shouts out to everybody on the channel. I've hit over 300 subscribers now, which I thank everybody for enjoying the videos and watching. So shouts out to everybody, my American pals over in America, Peter Raymond, Ham's Flight Kit Box, Hidden Hollow Lofts, Dunnonville Lofts, White House Lofts, Red Star Lofts. I really like his new intro for his videos. Blessings Lofts, Tiplerman 266, B-Rod, everybody, Homestead Piper, Skywatcher, John J, everybody in America, hope you're keeping well. And also the UK lads, Germ Tipplers, High Flyers 18, Skyscraper Lofts, everybody, the whole pigeon community across the globe. Hope you're doing well and keeping your pigeons happy and healthy. Cheers, guys. Oh, I forgot as well, Adrian and P over in America. Cheers.